And I personally find the definition a little bit interesting because essentially what we came down to was either the individual in the painting or the individual creating the piece of art is a Sikh. Now, even that term itself can mean all sorts of different things at different points in time. And I have my own personal view on that. But how would you go about defining Sikh art? And you obviously commented earlier that you find it a little bit interesting to use that term as well. So I'd love to get your input on that.
Yeah, no, I think it's an interesting question with regards to how we identify and label things. And I think in many ways, we have to appreciate that for some reason we're obsessed with definitions, defining or demarcating. And it's important, I think, to understand where that comes from, I think, before we start actually labeling what Sikh art is. And I would say that for some reason we're conditioned to, from a place of insecurity, to have to label it and belong to something and separate ourselves from something. There's something there. I partly, I haven't got to the bottom of it fully, but I think partly is due to the fact of being separated from a lived culture, lived tradition that was once in place pre-annexation of Punjab. And over years and over, various revisions and redefining and attempts to kind of distill what we once were, we end up actually in this really messed up situation where we've got no idea and we're just literally kind of blind people looking around in the dark. And I think I think this is why art is so important, because actually when you look at what we term Sikh art, you can think about is the artist a Sikh? And most Sikh art is not produced, what we term Sikh art anyway, is not produced by Sikh artists. Sikh artists don't really turn up until the beginning of the 19th century, really, and actually probably later. Is a subject Sikh? Well, what are you going to do when the subject's not a Sikh, but they identified as Sikh, right?